Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing. The Utes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So LSU's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Utah Utes offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking pool.
I think the big question then is how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Utes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Unloads to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 39. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cherry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. The Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Got his man quickly. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This is why Risackle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Using the quick game. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can
deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive.
14, Utah, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Corrals it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Cherry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Utes will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got the back over the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The give. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Utes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The sure hands, it's Cherry. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. To the air on first down. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Cherry. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll go back to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cherry. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They just keep firing. Takes the easy one to the back. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. LSU lining up first and goal. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Now the play fake. Under fire. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Bender. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Look out, he's got room! And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Wants to pass it. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off-play action on first down. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Trying play action. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cherry. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Bender. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quickly complete. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 24 over Illinois. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. He'll do it himself. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Bender. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Utes with the 1st and 10.
Another first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Utes will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They booted away on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Makes the grab. It's Cherry. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Cherry. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it set up on the outside. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will open from the 15. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. Snags it on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Utah! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. At the 45, on his way. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
LSU 38, Utah 17.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bender. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bender. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The Utes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Look out! He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Going right to work up top. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Utes have pushed it inside the 20. Rides to back and leaves it. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Utes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Still looking on the move. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 38 to NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They feed him again. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Now on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Back to pass. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game. He'll
bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's first down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They turn to the passing game on third and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got his man quickly. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Utes in the hurry up. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab near the marker. It's Otis. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Utes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Utah! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Caught behind the line. It's Cherry. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
Well, they start 2-0, and you really got to like what you're seeing from this football team so far. Yeah, it hasn't been perfect, but they've got a lot of playmakers. They've recruited well. That's showing up on the field, and they're playing smart. They're establishing an identity. Teams better watch out for these guys this season.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.